Hello my dear friends, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I am going to show you one of the best traps that you can punish your opponent while playing the London system opening. So without wasting the time, let's get started the game. So usually you are starting the game by pushing the pawn into d4 and your opponent is pushing the pawn into d5. You have two options. So it's no matter that you are taking out your knight first or your bishop. So in here I am taking out the bishop and your opponent is taking his knight and activating his pieces. Now you have to take your knight. Your opponent is also pushing the pawn into c5. This is one of the most famous lines when you are playing in London system opening. So you just simply push the pawn into e3 and your opponent is taking the knight. So you just push the pawn into c3. And here, my dear friends, when you reach to this position and you set up your pawn like this, so definitely it is the structure of London system opening. From this setup onward, you will have lots of fantastic game. And your opponent is playing the game normally until the position that you are trapping your opponent. So your opponent is normally pushing the pawn and you are activating your bishop. In case if your opponent push the pawn, so it is not a big issue. You just take back your bishop into c3. Be careful, you should not damage your pawn structure. So this is the most important things in this game. And also the main idea of London system is to controlling these two squares. So therefore, as much as you have power, you should keep control of these two squares when you are playing the London system opening. Now, in case if your opponent is taking is bishop into d6, in here you have this option to take back your bishop, but in here you have to try this move as well, and you are placing your knight. So your opponent cannot capture your knight because you are simply grabbing the knight by your pawn and attacking to both of the pieces. So therefore it is not also a good move for your opponent to capture it by his bishop. If in case your opponent is captured by bishop, so keep in mind that you have to capture it back by your pawn. Now your opponent is going to castle, so you have to activate another knight. As you are controlling this square, your opponent cannot place his knight because you are capturing easily by two force. Now this is also a good move for your opponent to take his queen into c7 and attacking to your knight by 3/4. In here, you just take your knight into f3 and defend from your knight. Now you place your knight in a very perfect place. Now your opponent is now in this position, your opponent wants to get rid of your knight and he is taking his knight back into d7. Maybe in the next move, your opponent is pushing the pawn to attack your knight. And also in here, your opponent has 3 or 4 force to capture your knight. But in this position, my dear friends, I am going to show you a trap that you can punish your opponent badly. So please pause the video for 1 minute or maximum 2 minutes. If you find the move, so please write it in the comment section below. If you are not able to find it, so that is okay. I'm going to show you in here. In this position, the best move is to take your knight into g5 and attacking by 2/4 to your opponent's pawn. So your opponent is simply pushing the pawn into g6. Now in here, you have the best move. Can you find it, my dear friends? The best move in here is to capture the pawn and sacrifice your knight. Your opponent is simply capturing the knight. Now you are giving this fantastic check by your queen. So your opponent has to go this square. And now you are giving another check to your opponent. So now your opponent is going to g8. In this position, you just capture the pawn by your knight and threatening to checkmate your opponent. So your opponent in this position has only one option, and that is capturing your knight by his pawn. Now you are simply capturing the pawn and giving check. So your opponent has only one square. And now it's the time that you are giving this fantastic checkmate by your queen. So in this way, you can punish your opponent. I hope you enjoyed from watching this video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.